Have you ever been deceived? Hoodwinked? Taken for a fool? Not me, I hear you say. You gullible fool. What if 15 years ago someone sent you on a wild goose chase? A goddamn witch hunt. Preposterous. That's just what they want you to think. It all started back in June 1999. Reflections released Driver. It burst onto the scene and the world was shocked. Never before had anything similar existed. Critics noting its gameplay as addictive with its thrilling story and aesthetic feel. It was a hit, critically acclaimed and loved by all. Or so it seemed. However, lurking in the shadows, bitter with resentment, Rockstar, filled with envy of their competitors' success. Driver's release had caught them off guard due to the latest installment in the Grand Theft Auto series being in 2D. Hell-bent on plotting their demise, Rockstar Games hatched their wicked plan. Meanwhile, Reflections were hard at work on a sequel, Driver 2 back on the streets, unaware of their newfound enemy's plot for destruction. On the 14th of December 2000, Driver 2 was released to the public, achieving platinum sales and met with astounding praise from the critics for its breathtaking graphics and design, which can only be described as pushing the limits of the PlayStation. The ball was in the Rockstar's court, and so following in the footsteps of Reflections, Rockstar quickly jumped on the bandwagon of the 3D open world concept. And sure enough, on October 22nd, 2001, Grand Theft Auto 3 was released, met with mediocre reviews and generally unfavorable critique. To put it up against Driver was completely out of the question. It was like comparing apples to oranges. Nevertheless, when it was made clear that Rockstar used an Easter egg in an attempt to mock Driver's pioneering character physics, Reflections took it as a sign that their competition was not to be overlooked, and instead needed to be taught a lesson. So while Rockstar was busy preparing their botched sequels for release, Reflections were at full throttle developing their upcoming masterpiece. Previously, they'd been used to pushing out a new game every year, but this time, they'd have to take a whole other approach. Take their time and not rush development. 4 years for utter perfection. Meanwhile, Rockstar was busy pushing out garbage trying to grab people's attention, hoping to distract them from the highly anticipated Driver 3. However, this would prove to be meaningless. With Vice City tanking it and completely bombing it in sales and reviews, they now needed to make up for the lost time of which Reflections had used to their advantage. This would prove to be hopeless. The fellas over at Reflections were just too much for Rockstar to keep up with. And with Reflections having announced publicly that they were prepared for a June release, it was impossible for Rockstar to deliver San Andreas before this deadline. They couldn't compete, and that's when they decided they were done playing games. And so, on June 15th, 2004, the wait was over. Driver 3 was delivered. What the people wanted and needed so badly. A realistic open-world shooter with a thrilling storyline and a powerful ensemble of talented actors. Driver 3 featured drop-dead gorgeous graphics. Astounding AI, and overall enjoyable, relaxing gameplay. But it was too late. Rockstar had already paid off everyone. with only a few decent and honest magazines sticking to their principles and not giving in to bribes. This enchanting work of art had been tainted with fake reviews, all because of Rockstar's greed. And the rest, that's history.